And now we go to the latest on the Malaysian airline disaster near Ukraine-Russian border. The Pentagon's urging Russia to de-escalate the crisis in Ukraine in the wake of the downing of the civilian airliner. Pentagon officials now say there is strong evidence that the Malaysia air flight was shot down by a surface-to-air missile from an area controlled by Russian separatists, and that the attack would have been unlikely without Russian support. 298 people were killed in the crash. That includes several prominent AIDS researchers who were on their way to a conference in Australia. New at 6, we're hearing from a local professor originally from Ukraine who's very familiar with the history between her home country and Russia. Eyewitness News reporter Jared Pleiner is live in the newsroom with the latest.
Yes, Steve, that's right. Lysyanskaya came to the U.S. is a professor of computer science at Brown University who came to the U.S. at 17 years old. She says this is just the latest horrifying twist in a crisis that has gripped her for months. The news of hundreds of foreign nationals and at least one American shot down over her combat-torn country of birth was stomach-churning for Lysyanskaya.
My first reaction was, oh my God, this is just heartbreaking.
Lysyanskaya left Kiev as a teenager for New England and became an American citizen in 2000. She says the Ukrainian crisis isn't happening in a vacuum.
You cannot have a conflict like this happening in Europe and other people around the world not being affected by it. I think it's very heartbreaking that Putin just cannot live in peace with his Ukrainian neighbors.
Lysyanskaya tells me she's quite proud of people from her past who have fought for democracy, says the shootdown is a game changer and the international community needs to act.
We're all human and we're all responsible for peace on our planet. And if that means sanctioning Russia, even if potentially that might hurt some of our short-term energy needs, we should still do it.
And I also asked Anna what she thinks Putin's next move could be. Quite understandably, she said she couldn't even begin to guess. Live in the newsroom, I'm Jared Pleiner, Eyewitness News.